Hi everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about your language and writing project for this week. I really feel like that you are living through history right now, and I found a little project for you that I think will be something you can keep, and it will be a good memento of this time that you've spent at home doing things that we've never imagined in our lifetime. So with that being said, I want you to take your time on this. I want you to do a great job on your project and make it something you're proud of and something that you will want to show your own kids someday about this time in history. And it will be used as a language test grade. So that means I want your effort to look like a test grade also. I made a few changes to mine and used some actual photos and things like that. So I'm going to show you the pages and let you know what I expect. So for the cover, just color. That's really all you have to do. On the next page, it talks about what I just said. We are living history right now. And it's telling you on any pages to add things that are photos from this time, journal some things if you want to write about some of your days. You can even add in notebook paper and write about some of the days that you've experienced. Newspaper pages or clippings, even things off the internet, things that you've seen. I know a lot of you guys have seen that little, the little germ here, the little COVID symbol and things like that. So if you want to maybe print that or some things that you've seen, I'll show you a few clippings I put in. Any artwork that you've created during this time period, you can take a picture of it, or you can, just add it to the book. Family and pet photos and special memories. So this first page asks you to draw a picture of the people you are social distancing with here. So I put a picture of me and Mackenzie and Landry and me and Mr. Patton over here. And you can print a picture or you can draw one. Remember though that if you are drawing, everybody's not blue, and make it look like real people. So for the next page, it's the start of your time capsule. And this page is going to require a little bit of work, looking up things and doing a little bit of research. You can ask your parents, you can look on the internet, listen to the TV, and you'll know lots of these answers by doing that. Nice handwriting, of course, when you're filling out these pages. The next page is also one that you're going to need to look up a few things. It is vocabulary for the time. There are some words that we have not heard before, some that we just haven't needed and have come up recently because of everything that's going on. So I want you to look those up and write an actual definition for those words, okay? This page is all about you at the time of quarantine. So I put a little picture of myself over here. You can draw yourself on that little person. You can put a picture of you at this time in your life. And then you're going to fill in some information about yourself. How do you feel about quarantine life? What's your favorite thing about it? My favorite thing about being quarantined is all the time that we've gotten with our families. But my least favorite thing is that we can't go anywhere. So the fun times have to be just at home. And of course, I'm not getting to be at school with you guys, and that would be one of my least favorite things. Then this part down here asks you you're gonna rate it using stars. So how many stars would you give quarantine? 1 to 5, and you're gonna color them in. And then it says being quarantined is an opportunity to finish projects or learn new skills or anything you've been putting off. Maybe you are learning to ride a bike. Maybe you are bettering yourself at baseball while you're off. I'm getting some cleaning projects done at home and things organized. What would be 2 goals that you'd like to accomplish while you're quarantined? So just 2 things that you think you'd like to try to get done during this time at home. All about you. It's going to ask you how old you are, how tall you are, some of your favorite things, just so that you can look back and see what life was like. This one, I put my Bitmoji face on here, but you can even use an emoji to show how you're feeling. You can draw yourself with a happy face or a sad face. You'll notice that mine is just kind of a straight line. I'm happy, but there's a lot of things I miss too. So in my words to describe, I would probably say that. Some days are great and I am super motivated and I am glad to be with my family and I have talked to you guys on Zoom and I got to see you. And then other days are a little bit quiet and boring and maybe it's raining and so we really can't get outside at all. So I'm kind of in the middle and I just put that in the middle. I'm most thankful for, you're going to write what you're most thankful for. And 3 things I'm excited to do when this is over. You get to pick. I miss going out to eat. So I put going out to eat at Chewy's will be my first choice. Going to Six Flags or Hurricane Harbor, especially during the summer. We don't know when that's going to open back up. And hugging people. I don't get to hug you guys. I don't get to hug my parents when I visit. And just hugging people again will be something that I don't take for granted. It's going to ask you what you've learned most from this experience. And we're all going to have different things there. What have you learned the most? Have you learned to be patient with your parents? Have you learned technology? I know all the different teachers are sending you different things. And have you learned to be responsible for your work? Your parents are busy and you're having to do some of that on your own. The next page is an interview of your parents. Now, this is not work for your parents. This is work for you. So make sure you're asking them the questions and you are writing the answers. So what has been the biggest change? How are you finding homeschooling? Some of your parents love it. Some of them hate it. And I totally get that. How many days spent inside? You're going to put that number in the little circle over there. How are you feeling? I know that there is a range of emotions for most adults right now, but some families have lost jobs. Some families have first responders in their family, and they are worried about them getting sick and being around people that might have the virus and different things like that. So this is a time when people's emotions are kind of crazy all over the place. What are your top 3 moments from this? I know that would be kind of hard for me to pick, but we've had game nights and movie nights and those kind of things are fun and a lot of outside time with our family that normally we would be too busy for that. Cooking things together, and we went to see the Bluebonnets the other day. That would probably be one of my top 3 so far because we got to spend the whole day out of the house and it was just pretty. So what activities and hobbies have you enjoyed doing the most? So what do you guys do at your house the most? So this is about your parents, not about you, okay? So you're asking them. It may be things that they've done with you even that they aren't getting to enjoy when normally you would be at baseball or soccer or cheer practice. What are you most thankful for? What TV shows have you watched? I know we don't usually watch much TV at all, and we've gotten caught up on a few shows. Your newfound favorite inside activity. What's your favorite food to bake? And what's your favorite time of day? Do you like the mornings? Do you like the evenings when the kids are done with work? Some of us are still doing work in the evening and we sleep late, and that's fine too. And what are some goals for after this? I know I would like to keep things from going crazy after this and keep our time together a big importance. Okay, and then my community. So this one tells you to color the house to look like yours. Again, I just printed a picture of my house, put my address, so that when I look back, I will remember this house. You may not live at the same house when you grow up and have kids, and so it'll be neat that you can show them where you lived during this time in history. What things are you doing to help feel connected and have fun outside? I know a lot of neighborhoods have had things going on, hiding things in the windows for kids, decorating doors, lots of chalk on the sidewalk, lots of murals. We did this one in our backyard on a fence, and so I saved a picture of that for us to remember. Something that we did together. And it says, how are you connecting with others? I know that we are talking, FaceTime sometimes, Zoom sometimes. Mackenzie has even been mailing things with her friends, so I put that on here. I've been trying to send cards more than I normally would. So what are you doing to stay in touch with people, family members maybe that you can't see right now? This was one of my fun pages. You are not stuck at home, you are safe at home. And what are you doing to keep busy? So pick 6 things that you do to stay busy. Now, homework might be one of them. It's keeping you busy. Reading, maybe. Again, you can draw in each area. You can write. I put a picture and I wrote some words to kind of show what's going on at my house. So here's one that shows part of my day. Each day is teaching, planning, recording my videos. Here's us delivering to you, spreading sunshine to other people. We're trying to make other people happy at this time, helping with things that we can help with. And missing my kids, that's you. Getting outside, and we went to the Bluebonnet pictures, lots of walks. We are trying to get out in the neighborhood or play ball or do something outside just to get out of the house. Lots of games at our house. You can list some maybe that you're playing. Netflix has been big, Disney Plus, new shows, movie nights, popcorn, Zoom, learning new technology for me. We have, our teachers are still having devotions together. We have meetings together on Zoom. We can see our friends and family that way. So those are some ideas of mine. Now remember, if you just take your pencil and you just write 1 or 2 words in each spot, you know, that's the grade that you're going to get for your effort. So make sure that you are taking some initiative to make this really a special project. Homeschool. Again, I put some pictures. What does homeschool look like for you? Are you learning with a family member? Is your teacher using live or recorded video to teach? Describe your schooling below and then sketch it in the box. Now, again, I used real pictures. You're welcome to do that either way. Right here, though, I want you to tell me in some nice handwriting the answers to those questions. How many hours a day are you working? You can tell about both teachers. What are they doing? And does mom help you? Does dad help you? Do you do this on your own? Do you have a big sister or brother maybe that's helping out? Up here, I put one of the newspaper clippings. It's not the actual newspaper, it's actually Google, and it showed Governor Abbott's decision to keep schools closed. So I put that one on here, and then I put a little bit about what our house looks like right now. So we have just a pop-up table that I'm putting all my school stuff on, and Landry's is back here too. And then here's Landry doing school, and you will see the spoons game in the background because that's kind of what it looks like right now. We've got a little of both. She's got her reading log over there. And then this is Mackenzie doing her schoolwork. She's in bed with the computer and a snack. So that's kind of what homeschool looks like. And I wanted to save those pictures to remind us about this crazy time. Then on this next page, it's agree or disagree. Do you agree? Put an A. Do you disagree? Put a D. And I couldn't be that confident on all of them, so I added an S for sometimes. So if you want to add that, you can. And if you don't think you need it, you don't have to. But you're just going to go down and read until I am enjoying the quarantine. And I said, sometimes. Sometimes I enjoy it. Sometimes I want out and I want it to be over. So it just depends. And where it says, I miss my friends at school, agree. I miss you guys so much. But I do enjoy sleeping late. So I put agree on that one too. Acrostic poem, you know what this is. You're going to write a poem about the quarantine. So each letter needs to stand for something that has to do with the quarantine, the being at home. So you're not going to just start writing about the time you went to the mall on here, okay? It's got to be something to do with the quarantine. So for Q, I put quiet time at home. There's lots of that right now. For you, I said it's an ugly virus. And so you're just going to go down and you're going to finish the whole word with letters to spell quarantine. This one's kind of fun. Would you rather, quarantine style. I know we like to play would you rather at school. Now, I put Landry and Mackenzie on here and I asked them the questions. You can put yourself and a brother or sister, or you can FaceTime your friend from school. But put your answers on one column and then someone else's on the other. So like I asked them the question, would you rather be quarantined without TV or snacks? And they picked, and I just wrote TV because they said they have their phones, they don't need a TV. So things like that. You're just going to go down the list and write what each person says. And then we have special occasions. We were stuck in quarantine over Easter. So I wrote down Easter, the date, and how we celebrated it at our house. Landry's birthday is coming up on May 4th. How are we going to celebrate her birthday? So we're going to fill that in. Go ahead and just go down the list and write anything that you have celebrated while you're in quarantine. Maybe a parent's anniversary or sister or brother's birthdays, those kind of things. And just keep a list. And then the last page is just for fun for you to do a little word search. Now, it is required for you to do all the pages, but I'm not too worried about how you do the pages. If you want to be more creative than just writing the answers, that's completely fine. Add some pictures in to remind yourself. I do want anything that can be decorated on each page to be colored and decorated. You have all week to work on finishing this, and make sure that you put color where you can. Use your best handwriting, and I can't wait to see your finished projects. Talk to you soon. Bye.